Hi guys, right now I'm filming a main channel video, but there's a vacuum cleaner outside my apartment, and it's just really loud and stupid. So while I think it just stopped, but it's been stopping and then like 45 seconds later starting again anyway. So I think it's like the maintenance people or like the apartment cleaning people like cleaning the hallway and vacuuming the hallway. So I'm just gonna like record this daily vlog because I need a daily vlog anyway, and then hopefully it confirms the end of their vacuuming session. Because I'm just sitting here waiting for it to be done. So a lot of you guys were super into talking about mindfulness and things like that, and a lot of you one of you even commented about ruminating, and I have a huge problem ruminating. And here, I'm just gonna, in case you don't know what rumination is or what ruminating is, rumination definition. Okay, essentially to ruminate means to like when you is to go over something over and over and over and over. You can ruminate over something, like you can relive something if you did something awkward and you just you keep thinking about it. You can't shake it from your mind. You keep reliving the experience over and over in your mind. You think about all the ways that it could have gone differently, that you wish it would have gone differently, things you can do in the future to ensure that doesn't happen. You can just sit there and self-hate for a long time. And when I learned, sometimes I feel like words have a lot of power for me. They don't have to have a lot of power for you, and that's totally okay. It's one of the reasons I'm so passionate about labels, because finding a label is really liberating and empowering for me. And so finding the word rumination, because the first time I found the word rumination I was either talking about therapy with my good friend and she said that I ruminated a lot, or my therapist said that I ruminated a lot. Anyway, I can't remember, but I remember those two moments. I remember talking, we were doing a video on mindfulness. I was doing a video with Elena Fender, and she mentioned rumination. And I remember being like, yes, rumination. And I can't remember if it's because that was the first time I heard the word, or if that's because she said that and my therapist had before said I have a problem with rumination. But whatever. The word rumination is really validating for me, because it's like, it's cool that I didn't know the word for like having something stuck in your brain and going over and over and over it and not being able to like move on from it and keep like continuing to live in the past over that thing. And it's cool that there's a word for it, because if there's a word for it, that means that it's a legitimate problem, and it means that it's a problem that other people face, so I'm not alone. Rumination is a thing. It is a problem, and I'm not just nuts for ruminating over things. It's such a thing that it has a word. Does that make sense? How I feel like words can have a lot of power, and it makes me feel good when I find words for certain feelings or experiences. And one of you mentioned rumination in the comments, so I just thought I would say, yes, I do have a problem ruminating. I forget it's a word all the time, but it's a great word because it's something that I do. When in fact it would be so much more helpful to accept, so whatever is like I can't shake from my head, whatever moment or experience or feeling that I just keep reliving because I just didn't like it or whatever, it would be so much more healthy for me to just face it head on and be like, yes, that was unpleasant for whatever reason. It made me uncomfortable, and I'm sad about it. That's the reality. That's how I feel. But guess what? It is in the past, and honestly, there is no point continuing to relive this or feeling bad about this or shaming myself for this, because I'm not that person anymore that did that or that went through that. I'm a different person, and I'm in the now, and I'm not in that moment. So what I should do is forgive myself or extend self-compassion towards myself and move on from that. Like a big thing of being mindfulness is not like repressing your feelings. So not being like, yeah, that sucked, but whatever, let's move on. But to be like, yes, that happened, and it made me feel icky, and it was embarrassing, and I can admit that. Because it's the truth, and repressing, like, the reality of that doesn't do me any good. So yeah, that was hard. That thing was hard. I admit that. I'm gonna face those feelings. But that was in the past, and I'm in the present, and therefore I will move on. So yeah, what was I gonna talk about this daily vlog? I was thinking I was going to talk about something. I don't even know what I was going to talk about. Anyway, they stopped vacuuming, and I think this was a good daily vlog anyway. Do you guys have difficulty ruminating? What else do you work on in therapy? I like talking about that stuff. So this was just a short daily vlog about rumination, and how I ruminate over a lot of things, and it's something I'm working on. Meow, 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 meow.